What's going on YouTube? BriceCrispy94 here, bringing you another miniature painting video. We are back with Sakudo, a member of the Lightbringers, still continuing on with the Double Advantage crew. Want to get that done before I move on to any other projects. So yeah, Sakudo's next. We did his wolf. Now it's up for him. Here he is. This is a heroforge painted miniature. Sakudo is a wood elf rogue. I believe it is soul something. I can't think of it off the top of my head. He's the class where he summons cool like spirit daggers and can throw them. Psychic daggers, not spirit daggers. Soulknife, I think that's what it's called. But here he is. I got him on a nice wooden plank base with some leaves on the ground. I'll talk about how we're going to do that a little later on. Got a little bit of blue on him on accident the other day, but that'll cover up. Before I get into the paints we're going over, Sakudo is played by Mr. BlazingTorchic. He is a YouTuber. His link will be in the description below. You can check him out. He streams all sorts of different games. He does some Pokemon content. He's in the Discord, that, you know, my Discord, so pop in, say hi if you're not in the Discord already. That's about as much self-plugging as I'm going to do. Again, as always, if you haven't checked out Double Advantage yet, pop on over to the Double Advantage YouTube channel and watch. We have 50 plus episodes of some premium D&D shenanigans. Super fun, super great. But let's talk about the paints, because that's what you're all here. You're here to see me paint this little guy. So Sakudo is kind of your typical rogue colors. He's got the charcoalish attire with the black hood, a little bit of brown, some gold, and some dark red. So what we're gonna do is I have Lich Skin, which is a pretty nice gray, and that's gonna be our base. The majority of him is this Lich Gray. After that, I'm gonna move on to Woodstain Brown, and that is going to be the base for his gloves and boots. Then I'm going to go ahead and cover his base and his knives in Vallejo Dead White, and that is going to act as our base for those. Then we'll start getting into the detail work, like his cape. I'm going to use Wraith Black once it's, you know, grayed up, even more grayed up because it's kind of grayed up. So Wraith Black is really nice. It's almost a blue black, but I didn't want to just go matte black, or I can't think of Vallejo's black. It's basically just matte black as well. I wanted something to make it pop, so I thought if I did this Wraith Black and then shadow wash over it, it'll really bring out the recesses. Up next, we are going to use Vampire Garments, because he does kind of have a dark red scarf as well as some red on his shirt that I feel like I can really bring out with the Vampire Garments. Then I'm going to start work on his blades that I painted white earlier. I'm going to be using Dragonfire Red and more of the Dead White to give a glow effect to them, because they are not physical blades. They are psionic daggers. Like I said, he summons them. They are glowing red. His eyes also glow, and I'll use the Dragonfire Red to do that. But yeah, it's really cool. Then he's got some gold details, so I'm just going to use some Vallejo polished gold. I didn't want to mess around with the speed paint gold method, because this gold looks just like the drawing, which I'll have posted up here so you guys can see a reference image. Then I'm going to use Shield Brown, another Reaper Brown, to give some more detail to the gloves. Paint his face with Army Painter Fair Skin. Then move on to the base, which I'm going to be doing in all speed paints. So I have Zealot Yellow, Fire Giant Orange, and Slaughter Red to do the Fallen Fall leaves. I thought, you know, he's a wood elf. Some leaves on the base sounds really cool. And then after that is all done, I will go ahead and take Dark Wood and finish up the wood planks. So it's going to be a mixture of regular paints and speed paints. And then I'll probably take the Vampire Garments to do the ring. I think I did... Yeah, I did Scalds in red. There's Scald. Look at him. Oh, so close to being finished. And yet so far. That is enough chit chat out of me. Let's get to painting. And we're back. Before I show off the model, make sure you've hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment to let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe if you're not already, so that way you can see all the videos when they're posted. Sakudo is done, as you saw in the speed up. I do want to say a few things. The knives took me forever to do. Originally, my original plan I scrapped immediately once I realized that's not going to work. I still did use the Army Painter Pure Red, but I grabbed the Slaughter Red out. I tried that, didn't like that. Let me show this guy off real quick. Not the model I painted, still a really cool model. So this is a combination of a lot of different things. It is mostly Slaughter Red, and then the blades were painted white and then red, and then I just was using it as tests to get the blades right, and I finally did. So what I settled on, bring him in here, as you can see here, is I left them painted white because I think these look more like his actual character portrait, which should be up above me right now, hiding off this nice red spot right here, which I'll talk about. So they're mostly red with like a white outline, as you can see, and I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do that. I tried painting them red in edge highlights, and that it was too small to do a good edge highlight, so I canceled that. I tried dry brushing, didn't work, so I went with the white, the plain white, and then I took Pure Red, or Dragonfire Red, and then Vallejo's Red Wash, and combined them and made this really bright red wash, and then just slapped that on and let it dry, and I think it turned out amazing. Speed paint wins again. I love how the wood floor looks. It's got different colors of brown all through it. I love how the red looks on the leaves and the orange and the yellow, how that blended. It just looks like fall. This is my favorite position of him, because you can see the little shadow from his hood reflecting down, but you can still see his red eyes piercing through. I love how his gloves turned out. I love how his armor turned out. I think it looks beautiful. Just kind of there. His chest piece is probably one of my favorite chest pieces I've ever painted. I also like how his cape look turned out after I added the shadow wash. I went really heavy with the shadow wash. So here it looks blue because it's in the light, you know, but there's some details. However, without the light glaring on it, I mean, that just looks black. So I love that the light is able to bring out the details I wanted from this miniature. And yeah, there's another light breaker down. There's Sakudo next to Scald. Sakudo next to his nice pet wolf Quellen. And Sakudo with the unpainted Volstagg. We do have Ian, I can never say his name right, the fourth member who has recently joined us in the videos, kind of taking Scald's spot since Tsunami is no longer able to play with us. His miniature is off to the side. I still need to prime it. That will be the next light breaker I tackle, so be sure to check that out when I post it. But yeah, oh, I was going to talk about the red spot that's above me that you guys can see. The Vallejo wash, I squeezed the bottle to try and get it out, and it didn't come out, so I squeezed it again, and it exploded and covered my entire workstation and my face with red. So that was super fun. Glad I didn't get it on. I kind of sad I didn't get it on recording, but also kind of glad I didn't. But yeah, it was a fun mess to clean up, and now I have to clean my mat, but I wasn't too worried about it. Okay, enough of me talking. Catch y'all later. Peace.